Hi. So, a lot of people have asked me, how did I end up teaching English in Vietnam and why? Why Vietnam and why am I doing what I'm doing? So, I thought I would give a little bit of a history and help you understand how each individual that comes to teach here or anywhere in the world or comes to work anywhere in the world is unique, has their own story. So I came to Vietnam because there were two big reasons. The first is Vietnam has always been on my personal list of places to go. I was born in 1965, so do the math, look at the history. I was born into the war of aggression, and my family was not in favor of the war. I grew up in a community that was pro peace, and so there was always a part of me that really wanted to be able to come to Vietnam to be a giver, to to do something that's going to help. The second reason is one that people that know me really know about it, because I've never been known for being quiet. Um, the second reason is that in the United States, there's been a big shift in the how do we call it? How do we say this diplomatically? there's been there's just been a big shift in in American politics, in American life, um, in the way people interact with each other, and in light of that, I had made a decision to remove myself from that chaos and put myself into somewhere else in the world. And um, this is kind of a funny story because Vietnam is exactly halfway around the world from where I was living at the time. The at the time I checked the I checked the time zones to see where was 12 hours in the future, and it was Vietnam, Thailand, Cambodia, Laos, a few other countries up this meridian of line, and we'll go back to. I know the lighting isn't great, but the blue sky is so beautiful. So I figured you guys would like to see blue sky more than my face. So, but you can hear my voice. So anyway, I wanted to be, in a sense, on the other side of the planet, and I also wanted to identify with a part of me that has always been connected to Asia. Asia as a continent, and it I'm actually of Asian descent. I know I don't look it by new Western standards, which assume Asian is like Chinese and Southeast Asia, and that's it. Asia is huge. It's the biggest continent on the planet. It has more than 50% of the population. The rest of you guys are like whatever. And some of you that think you're really big are like teeny bitty bips on the planet. So um, Asia is extensive and encompasses many people, and so I ended up here partly because of that. So those are like my three big reasons. Uh, and it's been a, a phenomenal experience. I'm about to start learning seriously Vietnamese, which I know is ridiculous after 7 years, to finally be learning the language. But Vietnamese is one of the most difficult languages, and I'm actually somewhat of a linguophile and multilingual. So it's frustrating, but that's a next chapter of life here. So people have asked. I hope that gives you some answers. It isn't the whole. Obviously, there's lots of little things that went into it. Um, just to give you a quick funny story, just the very last thing was that once I discovered the 12-hour time difference area, I basically did a search for flights. And the flight to Vietnam was unbelievably cheap one way on exactly the time that I wanted, just 5 days away from when I left. And it was only $333 for a one-way ticket on Japan Air with a one-day layover in Tokyo. So I got to like have a day in Tokyo. Awesome flight, absolutely like the best food, service, seat. I there were not that many people, so I ended up with 3 seats. So I was actually able to lay down and sleep. So really phenomenal experience, and that's how I ended up. So thanks for watching. I hope this gives you inspires you to make your own journey for whatever reason, and they can be so many about why you want to go experience something new. But do it. Join us here if you're a qualified teacher or looking to work in so many different like technical fields and things like that. Vietnam is amazing. So peace out, much love, like, share, and subscribe.